here on our workshop number 6. And our topic that we will be delving into today is attracting the right customers with my marketing activities. I'm excited that the EPI is the implementation partner to Assisa Foundation, who is the organization that is paying for this program. So what are we going to do today? Today, we're going to cover what is marketing and the marketing process. We're going to cover value proposition, the right customer, the right solution, the right experience. We're going to cover the 4 Ps of my marketing mix. So for your marketing mix, what are the 4 Ps? We're going to go into AIDA, AIDA, and who do you need to be? So those are the major points, the 5 major points that will be covered today. And to kind of get us started, and while we'll have Amanda come share with us a bit what stood out in the WhatsApp group. Remember, there were some of these questions that were put in the WhatsApp group, and some of you have already responded to them. And who is your right client? What are the top 3 things your right client love most about your business? Remember that was in the chat. So Amanda will come on in a moment. And then what is the most effective ways to attract your right clients? So this you had in the WhatsApp group, you discussed that. I don't know what stood out. What was the one thing that stood out? Or even one of you in the room, let me know, what did one person say that stood out for you? That would be great to hear from one of you as well, to let us know. Oh, you know what? I read this comment. If you don't remember who it is, it's okay. But you remember the comment. Did anyone say something in the WhatsApp group that stood out for you, and you would like to bring it to a light that made you think, oh, or made you reread that a couple of times?
Yeah, Tobeka, I've got to be honest. I can't switch on my camera. Sorry about that, guys. I think my connectivity is a little bit glitchy today.
No
So I'm
problem.
going to leave it off rather.
Mhm.
A lot of things, I mean, same as you, Tobeka, our personal business journey is ongoing. I mean, we're learning all the time. And just like I've been learning on this program like a sponge, and not only from the content though, because mostly from the great entrepreneurs we have on the program. And we asked them, what are the top 3 things your customers love about your business? So I wish I could mention everything, but I took some notes about my top 3 learning takeaways from their answers. And I'll tell you what they are. And
Okay.
please pipe up if you've got anything to add. So the first one I picked up like as a common thread was relationship building, which I think, I mean, so many amazing things towards that were in the chat. Things like communicating with your stakeholders, responding quickly to queries, checking in with your customers along their journey with you, and valuing and responding to your clients. So, I mean, it's relationship building is critical. So thank you for that learning. And the second thing I picked up on is integrity. So like say what you do and do what you say. So a lot of the entrepreneurs in this program practice this in various ways. Delivering as promised, such as lead times and turnaround times, respecting your client and being honest with them. And the third thing I picked up, and remember, these are my takeaways, is accountability. So taking ownership of your mistakes and going the extra mile to correct it. And there's so many pearls of wisdom in the communications of you guys with each other. So I encourage you to read what each other say, and then perhaps delve deeper into something that resonates with you. You know, discuss it, pick up on something that someone else has said that maybe you didn't know or that you didn't think of, and discuss it with each other so that you can all learn from each other during this journey. So you can also like find your own learning takeaways for this. Hey, what do you think, Tobeka?
Okay, great. Thank you. No, that's amazing. It's true, Amanda. I think, this journey is around us learning with each other and from each other. We will have family and friends who aren't entrepreneurs that will see things very differently. And this is the space where we are here together and we can encourage each other because we know the feeling and the energy and all the emotions around being business owners at different spaces, having our relationship with our customers. We know it, we get it, and we've been there. Anyway, without any wasting more time, really, as we go about to go into a breakout room, and again, this is an opportunity as Christoph is putting everyone in breakouts. Again, remember, you're in a breakout room, it's an opportunity again to network, right? To get to know each other. And those if you're meeting someone again, now it takes your relationship to the next level, the relationship you're talking about in the WhatsApp group. We are creating these breakouts to explore these questions with other entrepreneurs with an intention. So when you go in there, what is your intention? Your intention is to share and learn and connect and develop relationship. That is what your intention is. That's at least what mine is, not to be very directive in me telling you what your intention is, but just showing up and being present. So please engage with each other. You only have 20 minutes in there, 25 minutes. So each person will be about 5 in a group or 6. Each person has like 3-4 minutes to explore this particular question. Okay. And we're going to put these questions in the chat so you see it. So I don't know if one of my colleagues is able to do that while I read through the question, just copy and paste. But really, in the thing is to introduce yourself for 10 seconds again. And each one of you get 1 minute to share your right client. Who are they? And then share at least 3 things your right client loves you most about your business and compare with others. And D, discuss the effective ways to attract your right customer. So what did you do to attract this right customer? What was the journey? Always remember, while that's happening, you're typing and you're putting it in the text and you press enter all the time. Yes? Because then that helps with everything else. The questions are in the, yeah. So just make sure you do that so that when we come back and we explore the question, you have the answers already in the chat that will follow you. Okay. So does it make sense? So that is what we're going to discuss in the breakout. And then remember the breakout room, type the message, press enter again, and then make sure you hit enter so that that text follows you into the main session. So the question is, it's in the chat. Christoph, you ready for our 20-minute breakout? And guys, one person speaks and then the next, okay? If you're having a problem, please tell the other person you're having a problem and just type your answers. Over to you, Christoph.
Yeah, we made it 3 people in a room for 15 minutes as we're running a bit late. So you still have the time to talk, not 4, but 3 for 15 minutes.
Okay, so each person has 5 minutes to explore those. And then if you finish beforehand, continue talking about other stuff. So mainly our feedback question, there's a lot. So I'm loving to see all the copy and paste. A sweet 1 minute, Zama. I'm happy it was a sweet 1 minute, Zama. I just saw that popping up. So please, I would love to hear a few voices and specifically just respond to the question, attracting the right customer. Wait, which question is it specifically? What are the most effective way of attracting the right customer? So that is the feedback I would like to hear. What came to light, right? Is that it? Chris, am I good? So anyone would like to let us know what came out of that?
Hello,
Hi.
how are you, Rebecca? And
All right.
everyone? I'm well. Okay, so in our group, what came through?
Mm-mm.
Um, I think luckily the two of us, when we started, we were in the same industry, the food industry. And then the person who came later is in agriculture and also in the food industry. So what came through on our group is that in terms of marketing and reaching out to customers, they mentioned doing maybe interviews just to check what is it that you are doing wrong, what is it that you are doing right, so that you are able to improve. Because if you don't know what is wrong with what you're offering, that can be challenging. But to attract customers, you can have discounts. One of the you can make discounts for those who are loyal to the business, and also they mentioned doing a credit, but for those that you trust, just to attract them to come back, and also ensuring that you have loyalty, maybe card for loyal customers,
Got
maybe
you.
buy a lot this month, and then next month we give you a discount. Also improving on quality. So that is what came on our group. It was group 12.
Great. Thank you. Budi. And any other voices? If anyone's picking something up in the chat to answer that one precise question, feel free, colleagues, to share what's in the chat. But I'd like to hear another voice. Don't be shy to unmute and let us know what are the most effective ways to attract the right clients. Adorable. Are you there?
Okay.
Oh, Letty. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Letty.
it's actually my first time speaking, and I'm not even quivering. Usually, I have a quivering voice. I have stage fright, but I'm Letty, owner and founder of Liberal Fields. I forgot the room number that I was in, but I was with Zamakuba and Spesihle.
You in room 6.
So, oh, room 6. Thanks for that. Thanks. So, but I would say that the ways of effective ways of attracting customers that we spoke about or mentioned, running promos and looking presentable yourself, like present your brand. I don't know if I left anything out. Perhaps they could also add. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Letty. We have time for one more voice. I love hearing new voices.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Christine. Hi, Sissy.
Hi. So, Mina, in my group, what we discussed is that the effective ways to attract customers is social media, because it's worked for me in terms that it's things that I was discussing with my coach. My coach actually encouraged me to not only rely on word of mouth, because I was relying on word of mouth before and only advertising on my WhatsApp. So she encouraged me to go further, to try Instagram, TikTok, and I would say that for that I've gained customers, and I think I would share that with everybody else, that it's very effective to try and do that method because it's worked for me, and it's what we're discussing in my group. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And that is how you attracted the right customers, no? For you, what you need. Okay, great.
Yes.
One more, or should I hand it over to Sis Nomvuyo to get us going? But she has a lot to share, and I want to give her rather the extra 6 minutes, or should we have more voices? Up to you, Sis Nomvu. Let me hear from you. What do you think? But you're on mute, ne?
Tobeka, I can start because we're going to involve them in the next thingy.
Masang.
Yeah. Yes,
Over
yes.
to the awesome oil lady, the one and only, the program coach of L+EARN #Biz 2024, an author, a television artist, get up to check somewhere. I
Goodness.
didn't see you live, but I saw something somewhere. Over to you, man.
Thank you, Tobeka. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to everyone here. You are welcome today. And, you know, as we start this thing, this session, I'm a bit, you know, of these many things that are in marketing. What do you pick on and what do you leave out? So that is what has been in my mind today. What, you know, as I was preparing for this, what do we pick on and what do we leave out? So I've tried to make it as simple as possible, but you are going to have a new head today. You are going to be mentors. So you and I are going to solve a problem together. There's going to be a case study from Zama, and I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so just what I want you to take from today. The right client has a problem. The right you has a right solution for that client. And you need to create the right experience. Those are the three things that I would like you to take today. Next slide, please, Christoph. Okay. So what you will gain today, you'll be able to understand the fundamentals of marketing and the marketing process by exploring the core definition of marketing, its importance in business, and the steps of the marketing process. You are going to learn how to develop a clear value proposition and identify the right client by aligning their problem with the right solution and creating the right experience for them, ensuring that there is a fit, a match between your offering and their needs. You're going to understand key marketing concepts and tools like the 4 Ps, AIDA, and how personal development is important in marketing. And we also have a case study, a wonderful lady, Uzama, that is going to share her journey. Okay, but remember, what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is finding a problem for as many of the right clients as possible and solving it. That is what entrepreneurship is. And the right client has a problem that you are able to solve. But not only that, that right client is willing and able to pay. Ne? Very important. That right client is willing and able to pay. So that's entrepreneurship. So we have in entrepreneurship, we have a business model, which is our business one-page business plan that we use to point to specific areas of our business, but we all put them together so that that becomes a picture of the business. So where does marketing fall in the business plan? So we already have done costing and pricing. We already in previous things. Now our focus is going to be on the next slide. And that next slide is the top, what's this? What's this saying? Top right. Top right of the business model. And that is the part that speaks to value proposition, customer relationships, customer segments, and channels. That part is what marketing is. And marketing consists of the strategies and tactics used to identify, create, and maintain satisfying relationships with customers. And as you already have said, it is about relationship. But that relationship has to result in value for the customer and for yourself. It has to. Marketing is all you do to attract and keep this relationship going. It's about the relationship, guys. Marketing is about the relationship. And all the things that you do to attract this right client and to keep this relationship going. I remember reading an article by Dr. Jay on LinkedIn. You probably know him. And he was and she was talking about shellering. You know, who knows what is shellering? Who knows? She was talking about shellering. And I do want to, yes, it's still a professional relationship. Please don't go to that extreme. However, marketing is about shellering in the right professional context. It's about attracting that right person into your business and giving them what they need. That is marketing. And creating that experience for them so that they come again and again and again. We are having a background noise. Okay, so this is in your workbook, the marketing process. It's a very important, please. It's a very, very important thing to keep in mind that the marketing process, it begins with market research. And then it involves, because you have to understand what it is that the market needs. Then it involves identifying that right person, that right target market. And then mixing things up with product, price, promotion to make sure that you are crafting the best solution for your market. And then, next slide, please. And then having a budget. Guys, this is so important. We've been talking about budgets. Have you included the marketing budget in your budget? Because this is essential. That is what is going to grow your business. That is what is going to make you reach out to more people. So that budget determination is very, very key. Then after that, you craft a strategy, you implement the strategy, and then the last one, you monitor. I posted this, what was the response? I did this, what was the response? So that you monitor and control, so that your marketing efforts become better and better as you understand your client and their problems even better. So the marketing process is a continuous cycle of understanding the market, planning, executing marketing strategies, and then reviewing the outcomes to improve future performance. It is an ongoing thing. It's not a once-off thing. It is an ongoing thing. Very important. Okay. So Now we've got we've got an assignment that we are going to do together. So I want you to wear a mentoring hat. So we have Ubuhle here, and Ubuhle owns a business. By the way, this was is Adorable here? Is Adorable here? Istori Sakabuhle was inspired by Adorable's business. Is Adorable here? I'm not seeing a response. Okay. So we've got Ubuhle. Ubuhle owns a business called Suit and Style for Hire. Ubuhle is the only girl in her family. She has 3 brothers. She is a creative who loves looking good and stylish without paying a lot of money. She's very money savvy. She doesn't want to wear things that are expensive, that are going to be a waste of money. So she likes looking good and stylish, but she wants to make sure that she does not waste her money. But her brothers don't care much about clothes and about fashion. So what she notices is that whenever there is an event, they have to run around looking for something to wear. Then they buy these suits, which often they never wear again. Anyway, from that problem, Butle decided, you know what? I'm going to start a business. And that business is going to hire suits, and my target is going to be men. Sisonke lapho ne? Are you with me?
Yes.
Are you with me? So Butle has
Yes.
started. Okay, great. So Butle now is saying, hey, she's not getting the customers that she wants. So you and I are going to help Butle to get those customers. Are you ready? Okay. We are going to help. I want you to wear a mentoring hat. We are going to help Butle to find customers. What must she do? Okay, let's go to the next one. So what is the problem or need that Butle wants to solve? We have identified it. She wants to help people find clothes, men in particular, find clothes for hire that are good looking, and make sure that they don't have to bear so much expense in keeping them. What is her uniqueness? Her uniqueness is that she already loves fashion and she's able to be stylish at low cost. That's her uniqueness. That's her superpower. Ne? So we see there's already a fit between her superpower and the problems that she's wanting to solve. Okay, next slide, please. Who is the right client for Buhle? That is the thing. Who is the right client for Buhle? Because the right client has a problem, Angit. The right client has a pain point, and Buhle has a solution for the right client, and she needs to be able to create the right experience. Who is the right client? Next slide, please. So the right client, remember, we said the right client needs help, can afford to pay for the services, and has the personality, goals, work style, and values that are compatible with yours. That's the right client. So Ubuhle targeted her brothers. Her target client in mind is her brothers. But is her brothers the right client for her? No. The brothers are not the right client for her. Why? because those brothers do not love clothes. Abanandabani. And if they are going to buy, to come and hire, they would come once a year, maybe. So who is the right client for Buhle? Please put in the group. Who is the right client for Buhle? Because those clients that she is targeting are not necessarily interested. Yes, they want to look good, but it's not often. So if they don't come again and again, then it means her funnel gets dry, and that's the problem. So who is the right client for Buhle? Please write in the chat as we go to the next one. Okay, so a male person going to a formal event? Yes. Who is the right client? Yes, it must be a male client going to a formal event. But remember, we need many of those, so we must open up. How many events? So we need people who are going to be going to events quite often, isn't it? So Buhle must target people who go to events quite often. People who like style, people who like quality, people who need to make a good impression, but many times, not just once. So who are they? Models, huh? Celebs, yes. Now it's getting interesting. Yes, people who do that often. So it would be the celebs, it would be people who are getting married, like Ado had, but it must be people who are going to need those clothes again and again. So celebs is a very good one, isn't it? I mean, celebs have to go to events and they don't want to be seen many times with one outfit. So she has to change her focus. That's the right client. Well done. Okay, next one. Okay. So how will the right client choose you out of many others? The right client has to choose you. There are many people doing what you are doing. How will the right client choose you out of many others? Next slide, please. The right client will choose you when you have a value proposition that speaks to them. When you are able to articulate the value that they are going to have from you. Okay, so now we are talking your value proposition. Your value proposition is that point of intersection where you meet the needs of your customers, where you are able to stand out from your competition, and where you are competent. So there is where something that you are good at, that you are passionate about, that meets your uniqueness, but also meets the customer's needs. And at the same time, it makes you stand out from your competition. That is your value proposition. So what value can clients expect to receive? What sets your business apart? What can your business deliver? That's the value proposition. So a value proposition helps you to design the right product or service for your client. It helps you to be able to align resources and activities and partnerships to deliver that value effectively. It helps you establish marketing to attract the right customers, to build customer relationships and create loyal customers. So here we have shifted Ubuhle. We have shifted here from servicing the regular person. Now she is servicing celebrities. Huh? now what becomes her value proposition now? So because it's no longer just about getting a suit and then at low cost. It has to be more. So let us go to the next slide. Okay. So Ubuhle has to look at the top 3 things that her right clients love. The top 3 things about her client. The top 3 things that they want. So what are the top 3 things that celebs want? What are the top 3 things that celebs want? Let's get that in the chat. Remember, you are mentoring with me. We are mentoring together. We are mentoring. Continuous improvement. Not so sure. Fashion. They want to be trendy. Top celebs want to be trendy. They want to impress. They want to be unique. Wow. Those are the top 3 things that they want. They want to be different. They want to stand out. So Ubuhle now needs to come up with something that is going to make them to stand out. But she has to have that in crafting her value proposition. She has to have those 3 things in mind, whilst at the same time, she's looking at what the competitor are doing. Next slide, please.
It was not bad.
Okay, so I have crafted a value proposition statement for Ubuhle for her business. And then she says, Suit and Style for Hire offers a curated selection of high-end designer suits and personalized styling consultations that are tailored to each client's unique preferences and event needs. With our expert fashion advice, impeccable fit, and commitment to delivering every client's style, we ensure a distinctive, polished look that sets you apart, making us the go-to choice for men who want to make a lasting impression without the hassle of ownership. How is that value proposition? How is that value proposition? I like it. Okay, so Ubuhle now has this value proposition. She has defined her target audience. Now we have to ask the question, what is the right product? What is the right price? What is the right place for Buhle's right client? So let's get some engagement there. Let's get some engagement.
That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
That is the question. So the right question is, what is the right product, the right price, the right place for Buhle's right client?
Okay. Let's have some voices, please.
What also, I was just looking through the chats that, you know, suits as well, just to be conscious around potential customer base or client base yeah, you say male person or male identifying person, right? Persons. I think I'm just adding a language around the LGBTQ plus community. There are some ladies that are male identifying or who would like to wear suits. There's another client base, I think, just so that we are inclusive in our approach. And I think as entrepreneurs, that's just to put it out there. You know, because I think we forget that. I don't know what you think on that, Sis Nomvuyo, but yeah, that's
Well, of course. Let us be inclusive. So what I'm waiting for, we are advising Ubuhle, guys, mentors, wear your hat. We are advising her. What's the right product? What would be the right price? Where should Buhle sell her things? And we have said, we have defined the client. The client are celebs and maybe people who are getting married, you know, but it's people who need to make an impression.
Christine, you're unmuted, I see as well. Go ahead.
Yes, so I wanted to advise Buhle on the place. That since Buhle would mostly her customers would be celebrities, she needs to be based in a place like for example Pretoria or Sandton, have a kind of a boutique there where she could be accessible and have tailor-made suits already in place. Yeah, that's what I think, to give her advice on the place. And then on the price, I'm not sure because I'm not a suit person, so I don't know how much they range from. So I can't give her advice on that. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Christine. Anybody else?
Anybody else? Let's
Once-
advise.
Can I also add on the place?
Yes, Solofelo.
Since well, Butle is targeting celebrities, I'd say yes, she needs to have a boutique, especially in malls like Mall of Africa, Sandton, and also have maybe pop-up stores at events like DSTV Delicious, where there's going to be a lot of celebrity gatherings. And then I'd say pricing, it will depend on the trends, the recent trends.
Good.
Alright.
Good. Okay.
Thank you,
Anyone
Solofelo.
else?
Wandile, over to you, Wandile.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So I think okay, the way I see it, yes, Buhle could go for celebrities, but also I'm thinking there's people who run pageants, like your beauty pageants. So beauty pageants, there's people who run modeling academies. So those people mostly need to go to auditions. Those people need to run the what's this, like the runway and all of that. So they constantly need clothes where they would go to auditions and all that. So maybe if she can then connect with those academies where maybe they would constantly call her in on a regular basis if maybe they need to take their students for auditions. So she can then come in and offer those services to them. As for prices, I think if you are dealing with celebrities, then if you are dealing with celebrities and maybe students of an academy, a beauty academy, you would want to diversify your market. So if a celebrity wants a suit, they'll probably go for a suit that costs more. But whereas for someone who's attending an audition, they wouldn't want to spend that much money because it's a once-off thing and it's not necessarily something that is guaranteed to make money for them. So as for pricing, I think she would want to accommodate that, celebrities and those people. So the pricings won't necessarily be the same. I hope I'm making sense.
Perfect.
Making perfect sense, because then that's where we get into customer segmentation, you know. So just there we're getting into customer segmentation. There are those who are going in still in that same space who are going to go for the high-end ones, and there are those who are going to go for the other ones. Okay, so we
have one more voice, I think, Joel, and then over to you, Sis Nomvuyo. Joel?
Okay. Yeah,
Go ahead.
my 2 cents for would be the most importantly, she needs to understand at which market she's in, because the most important thing that she's providing here, the problem is it's a matter of convenience. So it's convenient for the celebrity who doesn't have time to go and look for a suit.
Gotcha.
And also, you might find that the boutiques who have the suit, they don't know how to access the celebrity. So basically, it's a middleman. So if they know that she's the go-to person, that in itself creates value for the people who have the necessary resources or suits, clothing, whatever. And then it's like a bridging. Like, look, I have these people that come to me on a regular, but their time frames are very restricted. So if we can work out that working relationship, it's gonna allow me in order to ensure that my clients get what they need. You're also having your cash flow is on the positive side. And then another thing is that obviously she's restricted by the amount of money she has. So that in itself allows her to build capital in order she will have certain items that she can own herself, so that she does not always need to rely upon the retailers themselves.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Joel. I'll hand over to Sis Nomvuyo. And there was one last comment in the chat from Lunga that says she can sell online. And over to you, Sis Nomvuyo.
Thank you. So, yes. So you've just given Buhle the marketing mix, hey? You've given her, okay, you are saying her product, she can link to retailers, she can link to fashion designers that have things that they are no longer, what do they call them? Call them that off the what stock of, it's not off the shelf. I can't remember what they call it. But then she has to have a tailor inside her premises, so that people, I mean, because there'll be different people coming, different sizes. She might have to adjust this and that and that. And then she has to give an additional service of styling, because it's different when you go to a boutique. You are just taking what is there, but she has to give an additional service of styling, so those are going to be her product. She'll have the clothes, but she now has an additional service of styling. She has to be sure about her pricing. It has to be affordable, but not, and yes, now she's got two customer segments: those who are high end and those that are still students that are in academia. We've got that place. She can have online, she can also have a boutique. I think she can do both. And then promotion, she can have, like you already have said, she can have pop-ups when there is an event. She makes sure that whenever there are events, she has a pop-up, and just so that she gets herself known. Promotion that is in pop-ups. What else in terms of promotion on social media? What does she need to do on social media? What does she need to do on social media? What can she do? Oh, I love that. Men spend a lot of time in sports bars, in stadiums, in gyms. Yes. So she has to find those places where celebrities, or rather her target audience, go to. So she has to find those spaces. Yes. Okay. And social media, tell us something.
Hi, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So on social media, I wanted to say that she must be more involved, posting every day on the products that she's made, the progress, just recording herself and posting herself on TikTok, on Instagram. That's where most people are watching, and doing it's wow, it's amazing. So her being more involved and posting day to day, it will help improve her business and also improve her marketing and being known out there. Thank you.
Good,
That's it.
thank you. I mean, she can comment. She can comment on all these soapies. Did you see what this one was wearing? What do you think? So that she becomes a thought leader in fashion and styling for those people, for the celebrities. Okay, so she can have what kind of discounts or pricing strategies can she have? What kind of pricing strategies can she have? I'm thinking of, we spoke about loyalty, I'm thinking she can, those people who are loyal to her, who come to her again and again and again when there are events, then she then has to reward them with whatever loyalty thing. But I mean, come get one outfit, one hire free, something like that. So that would be the marketing mix, the product, the price, the place. We've spoken about the place, and then how she is going to promote herself. Next slide, please. Okay. So that was it. How does she attract those right clients? So we've already mentioned that. Next slide, please. Okay. So when she does attract them, what is important is to know that there is a funnel here. Firstly, people need to be aware. And then once they are aware, then they have to be show interest. And then they have to, from interest, now there has to be something that is more, that creates desire, and then action. And whatever that action may be, the action could just well be go to my site. But when we are marketing, there is a funnel that we show that starts with awareness. So that social media can bring about as much awareness as possible. But then there has to be a stage where, now that those celebrities are aware, now how do you make them interested? And how do you make them desire to buy from you? So things like, okay, there's going to be, what do you call them? What you still call it Durban July? There's going to be a Durban July. So people now are aware of her services. But then she has to spark interest by asking the question, what are you going to wear in the Durban July? Now she sparks that interest, but that interest has to be followed by a desire. And that desire is about, you have to look good at the right price. You have to look good at the right price without breaking your bank. Come to Suit and Style with a clear call to action. So when we put out those messages, they have to follow that AIDA model. First awareness, then interest, then desire, and a call to action. Next slide, please. Okay. So we have changed client for Buhle, target client, to ensure that she has a consistent flow of clients. We have helped her refine her value proposition. We have given her options with regards to her marketing mix. But there's another thing now. Buhle now is going to be working with celebrities. Who does she need to be? Who is the right Buhle for her business? That's her own brand now. Who does she need to be for her business? Let's have some responses there. Who does Buhle need to be for her business? There are certain things that may need to change. Who does she need to be? Christine, are you answering? Are we having an answer there? Who does Buhle need to be for her business? Are we having an answer there? Coach Sia, do you want to share your thoughts? Who does Buhle need to be now for her business?
I
Because
was
her
just
business-
typing. I was just typing my answer to say looking the part herself. She just needs to look the part. If she's targeting high profile, people who would want to look stylish, she needs to be stylish as well. Look like them, and even more than them. That's my
Yeah.
take.
Yes, she needs to look more like them. She also needs to have, and I know I may be saying something that is that may not be true. However, with celebrities, we know that there are those that are drama queens and drama kings. Those that just require that special attention because they can throw their toys. So she will need to be able to handle those kind of things. So she has to go through some personal development herself.
Can I add on that?
Yes, please, sister.
Yes. What I wanted to say is she needs to change her dress code as well. And also for celebrities to trust her, all her social media accounts needs to be verified.
Yes.
The social media account needs to be verified. And yes, that's what I wanted to say.
Can I also add on something?
Yes.
I wanted to say that she must now become her brand. What I mean by that is that wherever she goes, she must have a signature purse. From a designer, speaking from a designer perspective, because I'm also a designer. Wherever I go, I make sure that it's either my purse, my designer purse, or my shirt, or sometimes it's a trouser that I just made. I want to have my signature thing that when I go out, people ask me, wow, that bag is beautiful. Where did you buy it? And I'm like, I made it. So I think she must now become that, become a brand, live her brand, be her brand. That's what I think she must do. Thank you.
Awesome. So, well, yeah, she must be her brand. She must be like that. You see? Okay, so how was that? Did you get the marketing basics?
Yeah.
Did you get the marketing basics? Okay. So we've got a lovely lady who is her brand. Look at that picture. Zamakhuba Khatebe. She is her brand. Hello, Zama. Please introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do.
Good afternoon, royal greetings. Igama uZamakhuba wakaghatebe. I am an agro processor but most importantly, I am a mother, I am a teacher, I am a healer, and I am a Pan-African student. So my background is in culinary art, in agriculture, food preservation, as well as food security. So I don't know if I can write in and go share maybe how I started the business, Mam Nomvula.
Please do.
So I saw a need. So first I had a tuck shop, and I was selling where I was staying. I had a room where I was selling, and I observed a pattern, particularly with the children. Uguti, they eat a lot of amashwamshwam. You know, those were like my main clients right there. Very loyal little beings, you know, who always ask for coins and come and buy snacks. And that really prompted me to do research on what is it exactly that is in these snacks. And what I found was very profound, Uguti. Most of these snacks actually have names that ingredients with names that you cannot even pronounce. And most of these ingredients are actually banned in many countries internationally and so forth. And that really prompted me to say, as a creator, a person who's not just a consumer, but also a creator, what is it that I can do to create an alternative for people so that they can have healthy options for such products as snacks. So that gave birth to African indigenous snacks. And basically our company started by us buying and selling dried fruits. And eventually we were not happy with what we were getting. So we decided to cut the middlewoman and invest in the resources needed for us to be able to produce the snacks from scratch. So that's how we now ventured into small scale manufacturing. So that's how we started. And basically our line includes dried fruits, vegetable chips, breakfast muesli, fruit rolls, as well as herbal infused snacks and drinks. So that includes snacks that have got moringa, baobab, which are African plants, African natural healing plants. And then in terms of our service, so we do manufacturing, and then we also do customized snack solutions for families. We do plant-based education, which includes talks, workshops, as well as workshops. And then we do food education and recipe development as well.
Awesome. And how do you market your services? Who's your target market and how do you market to them?
Okay, in terms of our target market, we are targeting health conscious people. So those people are also a community where you find people who are vegetarian, people who are vegan, people who are gym enthusiasts, people who are really concerned about what is it that they intake. And then the next set of segment is parents with young school-going children, which is also our market, as well as elderly people, because when, you know, the years start getting golden, you know, the elderly people start watching everything they eat. So those are also our target market. So basically, it's anyone between 25 years of age right up until 70 years, both male and female, who are located in peri-urban, urban, and suburban areas. You know, these people can be African, these people can be tourists as well from abroad who are seeking African food experiences. And then as well as who are willing to try new products. So that is really our customers and these people can,
Where,
range.
let's go to places. Wow, that's so interesting. Where do you get them? Where do you engage with them?
Okay, so we attend a lot of cultural events, as well as we partner with different establishments. Like when it comes to tourists, we partner with companies that deal with tours and that have tour guides. So we've partnered with the Tourism Association of Gauteng. We've partnered with companies like Lebu's Backpackers and as well as Soweto Tours. So these are spaces where we are able to tap into customers that are interested in trying different African inspired food products. And then as well as we do also do shop to shop, because we are looking also not only providing an individual service, but also a business to business approach where we, that's like a way for us to grow our revenue and not only focus on individuals, where we can be able to partner with certain companies like gyms and yoga centers. So even being in those spaces, we get to find also individual customers as well that we are able to upsell to, to say, okay, if you've seen the dried banana with coconut as someone who goes to the gym, in Fourways a wellness gym, then we can upsell to you and offer you a subscription package where you can get a whole box of your snacks that can last you for the whole month. So those are the type of spaces that we go to, as well as fairs and expos, events that are hosted, particularly here in Gauteng, as that is where we are based.
Awesome. Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let me open the room before I get the concluding remarks from me to you. Let's open the room.
Yeah, so I think let's keep going. Actually, Sis Nomvu, you keep going to conclude, and then if there's any questions for Uzama, we'll put them in the chat. But there's one question on what's your plan to go nationally, but you can respond in the chat with that. How's that as an option to keep us going?
Okay. Yes.
So in terms,
what's your
So in terms of going nationally, we look to expand our partnerships with health shops that are across the country. I think they will be able to assist us to particularly make the product to reach the people, and as well being focused on our market, which is health conscious people. So those are the people that go to health shops seeking alternative, because as we see that we are moving into an age where people are becoming more health conscious. I think after COVID, it also brought like a lot of enlightenment in terms of what food can do, particularly when it comes to health. So we are using that to our advantage. So when we go nationally, that's what we look to do, as well as we are looking into the website, which is also a way for people to can get the products wherever, even beyond just nationally, but also internationally as well.
Awesome. Awesome. I think you've done amazingly well. Amazingly well. Your target market is very clear. And that's where it started. And it is very much aligned with your uniqueness and your superpower. The value proposition that we're talking about, it's very clear from who your what's this? How you stand out from your competitors. It is also very clear. So, well done. Well done, well done. We already have someone saying they would like to collaborate with you in the chat. Well done. Let's give a hand. Well done, well done.
Wonderful.
Okay, all right. That's all
So
from
I don't know if I can share also like the struggles that I have when it comes to marketing, because marketing is very it's complex as much as it seems very simple, especially when you're a small company and you have to do like most of the work yourself, you know, being able to keep up with all the posts and everything that you have to do to be able to even crack the algorithms, because when it comes to social media, especially your Instagram and TikTok, you know, we have to crack the algorithm. So it's important for us to post 3 times, for instance, a day. And I struggle to keep up with that because I do most of those things myself. So I think it's important for us to also understand the key things with these marketing tools that we are using. How are we able to crack the codes? Because
Yeah.
I've been in spaces where other people that I've been around have over 100,000 followers, you know, people like you and me who have businesses in the location. And I just go like really crazy on that to say, how do they do it? You know, so those little strategies that we can put in place for us to
Yeah.
be able to penetrate the market, and use these tools to our advantage. But it goes beyond social media as well. It goes into email marketing, which I'm very battling with that, because I go a lot of events and I collect a lot of contacts. You know, I have a contact book and I've got loads of contacts of people who write their names down. But also, how do I then translate that into a
Yeah.
call to action and keeping up with my customers and sending them regular messages, checking up on them? It's a lot of work. So in future, I look to be able to at least have certain people come through and assist me in terms of that, because I cannot do everything on my own as part and parcel of the growth within the business. So I feel that that's very key
Yeah.
for me right
Yeah.
now in terms of
Thank you.
marketing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Zama. Sorry, Sis Novuya. Thank you so much, Zama, for sharing that. That might be some thoughts and questions that other people resonate with as we're about to get Rashida coming in now. But that could possibly be our next forum discussion or anything. I don't know. But thanks for sharing. And without any further ado, Rashida, are you there? Sis Nomvuyo, thank you so much for that session. Let's do our reaction. And over to you, Rashida.
Thank you, Tobeka. I can definitely relate to today's topic. Yeah, it's something that you will always work on. You know, you make so many cool posts and then you find you just have to do more and more and keep on doing this thing. But you know, plant seeds. You never know, in 2 years, 3 years, someone finds your details somewhere and somehow it clicks, right? So anyway, on to our what's happening now. So we are basically coming towards the end of cycle 3. This is your second workshop, which means that next week you are going to do your third peer forum. Okay, remember, a peer forum tells you we are reaching the end of the cycle. Some of you at that stage would have had your coaching session. Others may still have it up until that Friday. And then, of course, once you have your peer forum, your final coaching session, make sure then that you have completed, as Sifisa said, the session tracker within the session, but also make sure you do the participant feedback for cycle 3. So I was just wanted to clarify that because sometimes people are getting confused with the two forms. But the participant feedback is actually the end of a cycle, whereas your session tracker is specifically just to tell us about the coaching session and that it happened. Okay, and as you can see, you have the diary, you know what's coming after that. We will then end our 4th cycle, and that will be our final cycle. So time is running out. But anyway, I'm enjoying getting to know you and being inspired by all of you, and really looking forward to how you come out at the end of all of this. As you know, today it's assignment 6. You have an assignment called your brand profile. Christoph, of course, will upload that to the assignments and content WhatsApp group for you. Remember, Tuesday at 12 midday, that is the submission deadline if you want to qualify for your busy bucks, but we will take in late submissions, of course, provided you tell us the reason and so forth, and keep us posted as to why that is. So I think that's it from me. Your links will pop it in the chat in a moment.
Yes, they there.
Thank you. And
then one and the quiz.
yes, the quiz. So that's you, right? So we'll have to spend some minutes quickly on that. I don't have the link, but Christoph, if you can please post the link. We are now at the end of our workshop and we can do the quiz. We'll just be silent in the room while that's happening.
Perfect.
Just take the time to do that, and we'll stay here with you and virtually hold your hand as well while you're doing it.
Perfect. The link is in the chat right now already.
Thanks.
So please click on that while that's happening. And Zama's already responding to some questions. So it's 1:55. We'll give you 3 minutes. We'll be quiet for a minute. And as you get done, just say done in the chat. Let's see who gets done first. Well, not done. Aboqala nje. Who's those first top 10 dones?
Maybe we can play our
The-
music whilst we are waiting for them. As they are doing, let's inspire some action with music.
Hmm. No, there's a share already, so I can't do it just yet. Okay. So let us know when you're done. Insani. Thank you, Kay.
You win extra busy bucks if you first.
Zama. Zama Gube done. Thank you, Christine done. Elebong Ole
Ulebugeng.
Mondo yam. Olebo, thank you. You've got 4. 4, 4, 4.
There is a deadline for this for those that are struggling to complete it now due to internet or something. Amanda, when is that for the busy bucks?
Adorable done. Thank you.
That is on Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 20th at midday, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, so best is to do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Your button doesn't want to work because the internet is not good enough or something. You still have till Sunday.
But tab seal it done. Wonderful. And now we ask Guti, you done, you don't have to worry about it. Lillian, go see. Awesome. Leonardo. Oh, there we go. Lebo home. I hear me somewhere. You done. Anybody else? Oh, you stopped the share now, hey Chris? Yeah, you did. What are we gonna play now? I need to look. Any special requests? We'll have to stop the record, I know.
We
I
can
don't
just play our jingle. We'll just play our jingle.
Oh, there we go. We'll play our jingle that way. Okay, there's a good number that's done. Question number 2 on the 4 P's of marketing. I don't know if it's me, but I did not see which one is not part of the P's. Help correct anyone.
We're not,
Can
al-
ask the question?
we're not allowed to help you. You must figure it out yourself.
Awushamkeke. Xolo Kenzi, maybe umuntu uzokuthumela nje, yabona, offline andazi.
Can I quickly give what I take from us as this event, Tobeka? As
Yes, please do.
time is kind of running out quickly.
Yeah, time
Do
is
it
gone
very,
now.
I'll
Mhm.
do it very quickly. But Zama, that we ended up saying the struggles that we have in getting the marketing stuff right. So this isn't a theoretical exercise, eh? This is a practical thing for us. So what I take very strongly is we all have a superpower here. We all can go play in Marvel movies with our superpower, and each one of us has something to solve other people's problems. What is that superpower that you starts there? You know, the question about marketing starts there. What is my superpower to solve other people's problems or fulfilling their needs? And if you've got that figured out, you can then ask who those people are. But not, it can't be everyone. It can't be everyone in the community. There are a few people. There's a best customer for you. And who's that person? And then if we understand who that best customer is, you know, how do we then connect with that person? How do we show up so that person or those people that are all kind of have a common understanding of the world, how do they then notice me?
Gotcha.
So for some of us, it's social media. For some of us, it's going to events. For some, it's depending on what it is that you're offering people. It will be different for most of us, you know. Yes, there are commonalities like using, having a website. If you do work with big companies, they want to see your website, sort of. Or if you connect with people in the community, a WhatsApp group may be the best, you know, sort of. So it may be different for us. What the ways are that we show up and connect with our ideal customers, our best customers. But it can't stop there. That's where IDA comes in, you know, sort of get the attention and, you know, sort of interest, desire. What is that desire that you can push in the way that you communicate with them? So think about that. Sometimes it even means that you need to make them feel the pain that they will have if they don't come with you. What is the cost for them for not coming with you? And then that last point of AIDA is action. What is the action that you want them to take? What is the action that they can take right now? And if you can focus on those things, step by step, your marketing will come together, the customers will become loyal, your business will grow.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much, Christoph. So remember that, guys. And on that note, really, we would like to thank you, the team, and our guest, Zama. Good luck. Have a good week, the rest of the week, rest of the day. And hopefully all our reds are a little orange, and some of us orange are in green, and green is green. And we are flowing and moving and making a change. Please take care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. And I hope to see you all next week. And have a wonderful night.
Everyone, ready to see some videos?
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Unmute yourself.
Say goodbye.
Show your video if you have. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I can see. Yeah. Well, because those people